Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Janma karma cha me divyam evaṁ yo vetti tattvataḥ tatva deham punarjanma naiti mameti so arjuna. Janma karma cha me divyam evaṁ yo vetti tattvataḥ tatva deham punarjanma naiti mameti so arjuna. 4.9. Janma karma cha me divyam evaṁ vetti tattvataḥ evaṁ yo vetti tattvataḥ tyakpa deham punarjanma naiti mameti so arjuna. So beautiful. So beautiful. Janma karma cha me divyam evaṁ yo vetti tattvataḥ. This is the key point. Krishna, Bhagavan, the Bhakti is for Bhagavan, all about Bhagavan. But who is Bhagavan? Who is Bhagavan? Knowing him in Tattva. Knowing him in Tattva. Who is Bhagavan? What are his shaktis? What are his gunas? His rūpa, guṇa, pastimes. What are his śaktis? Actually, the rūpa, guṇa, līlā are not understandable. They are not. When the Lord is so merciful, when we are actually situated in the ocean of mercy, are we perceiving it? No. Not understandable, not perceivable, unless we know the shaktis of Bhagavan. Unless we know him in Tattva. Then his personal but this is all personal information. Bhagavan ka Rūpa, guṇa, līlā is all personal information. What qualification do I have to understand his personal information, perceive him before, unless I get to know him in Tattva. When one gets to know Bhagavan in Tattva, one can't help but to bow down. Lord Krishna says this in the 10th chapter. whoever knows me and my opulences like this, they have no choice but to bow down to me and take my sharanagati. So that naturally happens when we know Bhagavan in Tattva. Who is Bhagavan? What are his opulences? What are his shaktis? So like that, knowing him in Tattva, oh Bhagavan, he is Shaktiman. He has these shaktis. He has this external energy, Vairangika Shakti, and we are his marginal energy. That is the Shakti. Bhagavan is actually situated in his internal energy. So I am Tatastha Shakti. So I am by default pulled into the Maya Shakti if I am not in the Antarangika Shakti, internal energy, devotional energy. So that is my condition. So my situation is very, it is fallible. If I am not in devotional energy, by default I am in illusion. So when we understand what our position is, how precarious our condition is, and how we are not Bhagavan, how we are not the controllers, how we are not the proprietors. And we are so much dependent, totally dependent on somebody to put us in the internal energy. Our situation is like this. We are buried in the external energy now, and we are so dependent on somebody who is in internal energy to put us in that internal energy. So this is the conclusion and understanding we draw when we hear the Tattva of Bhagavan, the Shaktis of Bhagavan. And then when this Tattva is understood, the Jiva awakens to the fact, oh my goodness, what is my position? Yeah. So all this Tattva is meant to open our eyes to the reality of who Bhagavan is. He's all in all. And who we are. We are simply like a ray of sun, totally dependent on the existence of sun, even for our existence. So when we hear that Tattva, the reality, then it is supposed to give rise to a change in the heart inside, a change in the consciousness inside. It is supposed to. Otherwise, it simply remains. If that change in the consciousness, in the heart, in the consciousness is not happening, whatever we are hearing, even if it is about Bhagavan, it's all about Bhakti, whatever we are hearing, it is to be understood that it is just superficially lying as information. Mhm. But we are like Nitya Baddhas, and that's why one time hearing is not sufficient for us. We have to hear it all the time, not just one day, not just every day, but all the time. Because if we are not hearing this reality, the tattva, by default, we are hearing what our mind is saying, which is illusion. Is our, is our mind saying something only for few minutes in a day? Does it give us a heads up? Okay, I'm telling you, I'm going to tell you something, and that is going to be illusion. Is it going to tell us? Does it have a time of what it is going to speak? When it is going to speak? And even when it speaks, do we even know that it is illusion? And that's the default mode we are in. The mind talks. It is fed in the software. So how much we should hear this tattva in order to save ourselves from this corrupted software that is situated in the upper chamber? How much tattva we should hear? How long should we hear to save ourselves from this corrupted, illusory software that is putting us in the moods? That it's like that. Yeah. As long as this mind chatter is there, so long we will need to hear. So constantly we need to hear this reality, the tattva, so the illusion can be dispelled. Yeah. Then dirgha kalena, when we hear tattva, and only tattva, day in and out, and day in and out, and day in and out, and day in and out, then we will start to wake up. Oh, wait a minute. Then it's just like, one ray of sun coming. So it's not one-time class. Can we hear something about this? This one class, one day, maybe something after next week. If only the mind is also just talking, just once in a while like that, then the classes also, katha also can be once in a while like that. But the mind talks all the time. So the katha, hearing of the katha should go on all the time. To dispel the illusion that's caused by the mind talk. So like that, evaṁ yo vetti tattvataḥ, when we hear about Bhagavan and his tattva for a period of time, aharnisha, ahar daytime, nisha nighttime, non-stop. As our breathing goes non-stop, then we will start to come to some senses, to our senses. When we are adequately situated in our senses, then the rasa will start. Then the rasa will spring from that foundation of tattva that is solidifying. The tattva has to be solidified, layer after layer, thickened out. Thinned layers, layer after layer, they become thickened, they become solidified, and from that comes the rasa. janma karma cha me divyam evaṁ yo vetti tattvataḥ. Then, when Bhagavan is known like that, his janma, his appearance, his karma, his activities, pastimes, then we will know, okay, so this is all transcendental. We will know that when we know him in tattva. Then, so when one's tattva is being solidified like that, so much so that there is no mind talk but only complete solidification in tattva, then that tattvadarshi is Srila Prabhupada, tattvadarshi. Srila Haridas Thakur, Namacharya, tattvadarshi. So when one becomes tattvadarshi, when the tattva gets solidified so much that one becomes tattvadarshi, in the head is tattva, in the eyes is tattva, and on the tongue is tattva. Thinking tattva, seeing tattva, and speaking tattva, hearing tattva. When the tattva gets solidified like that, becomes tattvadarshi, then in the heart are the mellows of transcendental mellows. That's how. That's the way of Bhakti to Bhagavan. Anything before that is, we know by this time, it's all from the Manomaya Kosha, mental platform. Come and go, come and go, come and go. Like that. So when one is situated like that in Tattva, becomes Tattvadarshi, then the heart is imbued with transcendental emotions. Then a spiritual body is formed out of those transcendental emotions. Then Tattva deham punar janma naiti mamiti so archana. When this mortal frame is quit, Tattva deham, then na punar janma. Then that spiritual body that is formed within, why will it come back to this mortal world? Why will it need mortal frame? Naiti. Mam soiti archana. This spiritual body will come to me, to the spiritual realm, Arjuna.